Hey guys, I just wanted to take a really quick minute to tell you about the Revolution Fitness Femme Fatale Ladies Transformation Centre. And then I realised pretty quickly that this is something I'm so passionate about, I'd never be able to keep it short, so I'm sorry in advance. You see, it pisses me off that you're unhappy, that you look in the mirror and that you don't like what you see, that you wear baggy clothes to hide your hips, your arms and your tummy, and that you can't fit into clothes that you could fit into last year, and that you waste your time and money doing stuff that promises results and gets you nothing. So instead of punching a wall, I had to do something productive like shoot this video. So there's 3 things most girls are doing wrong in the gym that's stopping them from having the body they want. So we're going to talk about them and then figure out how to fix them really quickly. Number 1 is breaking yourself down rather than building yourself up. So this one's simple. Running, walking, cardio, boot camp, high rep, lightweight training is destroying your body. It's like the ocean chipping away at the coastline, depleting your natural resources. You'll see some short-term results because anything you do differently will be a positive, but long-term you just plateau out and get nowhere, unless you get injured, upset, demoralized as somewhere. And number 2 is not eating enough food. So I blame point number 3 for this one. Constantly starving yourself is not a natural approach to weight loss. Your body's smarter than you are, and it hates you. If you keep restricting the things you put into it, it's going to fight back by storing everything you do put in when things go wrong. And trust me guys, they will go wrong. If you only ever, diet, you destroy metabolic flexibility. So that once you have a bad meal, it turns into a bad day. The bad day turns into a bad week, and the bad week turns into a bad month. The bad month turns into a bad year, and all of a sudden, before you know it, you're 20 or 30 kilos overweight, and you're saying, how did this ever even happen? So, if you go into that starvation deprivation mode, you're going to break in a big way, and you're going to gain all the fat back that you do lose with interest. So you've been there, I know. And this is especially true for carbohydrates. They're not the devil, okay? You're probably just approaching them wrong, taking in the wrong clients at the wrong time when you could be eating more food and being happier. Number 3 is then getting your information from the same place you get your entertainment. So gossip magazines, newspaper pullouts, and the internet is basically chocolate for your brain, okay? It tastes good at the time, but you wake up with regrets. There's so much information out there that there's no way to decipher what's good, what's bad, or what the best way of doing things is. So, look, it's all really super simple, and it pisses me off like you would not believe how hard people make it. So here's the 3 simple steps that you can do right now to get started. Number 1 is get strong first. So strength training will not make you big and bulky. It can't, once you implement it properly. A lot of trainers make the mistake of getting girls to train high reps for toning, but do you know who else does high reps? Bodybuilders. Okay? If you don't want to look like a bodybuilder, don't train like one. Train like an athlete. Tone up, look firmer, get leaner, be more happy, get stronger inside and out. So what kind of movements are we talking about when we talk about strength training? We're talking about squat, bench press, deadlift, overhead press, barbell row, and then fill in the gaps with some single arm upper body and lower body work. So the key here though is progression. If you're just repeating the same routine over and over again without working towards a goal, nothing happens, okay? It won't need to. Your body hates you. It wants to do as little as possible, so unless you force it to adapt and improve, you're going to be stuck going around in circles. Step number 2 is eat right 80% of the time. So yes, just 80%. If you can't get your 80% right, you're definitely not going to get it 100% correct, or for very long anyway. And too many people enter into restrictive diets straight off the bat, they end up starved and emaciated. Look, you last for a couple of weeks, you feel miserable, you're tired all the time, you're low on energy, and eventually a weekend comes, or a night out, and you break. And you break, and you break, and you break again and again and again and again until you've regained everything you've lost. You feel and look like crap, and then you beat yourself up over your lack of willpower. Your willpower is not the problem here, okay? You just haven't introduced things in the right order. You got to eat 80% right first. Get that locked down for a few weeks. Then step it up a little bit. Go to 90%. Once that's comfortable, step it up a bit more, and then a bit more. And eventually, when all of that is easy, then start thinking about calories and macronutrient tracking. The latter is really for only people who are almost at their goal. You can get into really good shape and destroy muffin tops and bingo wings just by knocking down the 80% days consistently. Finally, step number 3 then is stop with the brain chocolate. So, look, you know why gossip magazines, websites and stuff are so addictive? Because they play in your emotions. They're like a bad relationship. They get you emotionally involved in the situation, they entertain, they enthrall, they make you happy or angry or sad, and then they hook you in and keep you there. Just look out for it next time, okay? All the nutrition and information articles in there are just entertainment, they're not information. Okay? It's just something to pass your day reading. Another empty promise, another how she did it piece of bullshit about a celebrity with a team of trainers and chefs to get her in shape. So trust me on this one, okay? Raspberry ketones, aloe vera juice, Juice Plus, spinning, cardio, all of that bullshit will do absolutely nothing for you other than empty your bank balance and self-worth onto the floor. If you haven't got the above two things, strength training and good nutrition locked down, you're going to go through the same binge purge cycle you've always gone through. You'll lose some weight, you'll gain it all back, you'll lose some weight, you'll gain it all back plus interest, okay? And then you start in the next fad and you do it all again, okay? So the bonus step now in this sequence is telling you about what we do with our girls. So our new female only transformation gym is doing things a lot differently. We train girls to get stronger with barbells and their body weight to firm and tone their muscles, so you don't just look good in clothes, you look good out of them as well. We only ever diet for 6 weeks and then we reverse taper back up. So reverse tapering is increasing your food back up to restore normal metabolic function so that you can continue to eat a lot of food without regaining all the weight you've just lost. And that's so you'll never fall off the diet bandwagon again. You end up with your new lean, toned and sexy body and you're able to eat a lot. Okay? Then the third thing we do differently is we coach people. We coach everyone to achieve their results. There's no drill sergeant our way or the highway. Instead we work with you to support you so that you know what you're doing, why you're doing it and what you need to do to improve it. Okay? So look guys, this stuff is so simple that it frustrates the hell out of me that no one else is doing it. We're already doing it with our guys and girls in Redford from Condra, but on August 25th we opened the doors to the Revolution Fitness Ladies Transformation Centre in Glasnevin, and we're going to fix all the problems that conventional training has created for people. So what I need you to do now is this. Scroll to the bottom of the page, fill in the coaching call information form. Basically, we want to give you a free 15-minute coaching call on us so that you can take this stuff and start immediately implementing it and getting towards your goal. So scroll on down, fill in your details, and either myself or one of my team will be in touch in the next 24 hours to talk through your goals, okay? Listen, thanks for listening and we'll talk soon, guys.